Spiritual Teaching 220. Love each other. 1. Welcome to me, disciples. 2. Here is the Master who fulfills his promise of the second era, coming as the Holy Spirit to illuminate the universe with his light. 3. Before me are those who doubted, those who blasphemed against me, but who now come repentant to ask forgiveness and to become my servants. 4. Before I arrived, Elijah has been with you, to dispel the night and bring you light, to bring you closer to the source of grace and wisdom that I am. 5. I have found you ready, and I have made you sit at my table, so that you can savor my delicacies. 6. Spiritually, I am shedding my blood drop by drop, to trace the path of restitution for you, so that you will never stay out of the way. 7. My love overflows on you, but not all of you are sensitive to it. While some feel it in their hearts, others remain lethargic. However, I do not remove anyone from my table, because the spiritual resurrection will be in all my children. 8. Those who have truly felt my presence in this communication, thank me for the consolation that my word has brought to his heart, that he felt alone and abandoned. 9. This compound is not the Father's house. My altar is in your heart. Your faith is the lighted candle to me, and your consciousness is that superior light that shines on your path, that turns you away from the bad paths, that warns you from the depths, who encourages you to do good. 10. You know that I made light, as I did everything created, so that that light that you called day would reveal to you the greatness of creation, and you had knowledge of my love and my power. 14. Spiritually, you have come a long way, and now you are amazed at the intuition and development that the new generations manifest from their earliest childhood. They are spirits that have lived a long time and now return to walk before humanity, some on the paths of the Spirit and others on the roads of the world, according to their gifts and their mission. But in all of them, humanity will find peace. Those beings of which I speak will be your children. 15. It is no longer time for you to walk through deserts or to engage in trivial missions. Think ahead and prepare the humanity of tomorrow, because by speaking of my doctrine and by pouring out my healing balm, men surprised will ask you, from whom have you received such a great lesson, and who has given you such a strange power to heal diseases? Then humanity will see my power in the works of love of my workers. 16. The Spirit is granted 7 stages for its evolution and perfection in various reincarnations, for its progress and expiation, but it is not given to him to remember the previous reincarnations. Matter is like a dense veil that covers them. Only consciousness gives you the intuition that you must walk forward along the path of light, which is that of perfection. 17. That path is the scale with 7 steps that will lead the spirit to my breast, where it will remain radiating eternally its light on those on the lowest rungs. 18. That is my divine and eternal plan. You are my collaborators, and you will come to reign with me when you have broken the chains of materialism. 19. Hurry. All that you can do now, do it. Practice my teaching, and you will experience my peace even in the midst of the chaos of this world. 20. Faith, hope, and charity, like angels, remain floating on your spirit. 21. I enlighten your heart, spirit, and mind, so that in this time of my communication, you will understand the wisdom of my word. This time will leave its mark on future generations so that they understand the era that they will live. 22. I have come as a beacon of light to illuminate your spirit, to strengthen it. And I have been a resurrection for all those who, listening to me, have believed, because knowing the peace of the higher life, they have risen, forming purposes of amending and renouncing superfluous assets. If they can stand up to the trials, They will form my army of soldiers of goodwill. They run to face the world of evil, people by troubled minds that, using what I have created, still deny me. A world turned into desert whose red-hot sins burn the traveler's feet. And in that unforgiving desert, gales of ideas they will whip without mercy. 23. Hear me, prepare yourselves and do not fear, that if there is faith in you and you carry my work as an ideal, you will have my strength during the journey like a staff that will sustain you. 24. Let love and faith grow in your heart, because forgiveness will spring from them for those who offend you. In this I tell you the truth, that evil has always stopped before that wall. You will have to drink better chalices, O disciples very much loved. 25. The fight will begin after my departure, when I have ceased to be your counselor through human understanding, and you will only find my word in the writings that I will leave you. 26. My word has explained everything that was previously a mystery to you, so that you ignore nothing and know how to face your trials serenely and courageously. 27. You have had, through my lessons, a time of indelible joys. Your spirit, which longed for elevated joys, he will be satisfied, because he could contemplate in the essence of my manifestations, the light of truth, the life of the Spirit that awaits you, that life where nothing is limited, where everything is beautiful and perfect, of which with only its reflection you could purify your spirit. 28. By sensing that existence, your spirit feels the joy of eternity. Your matter is revived and rises, because he knows that all his pains, his struggles, and his resignations will find the fairest of compensations for the spirit, peace. 29. What you are acquiring is spirituality, because spirituality is also knowledge of eternal life. But if you come to harmonize with creation, you will have found another form of spirituality, because you will be living within my laws. If before the decline of the body was for you as the end of the road, today you know that that is where the path begins. Matter is just a fleeting garment. You already recognize that you are not only substance but also essence, because you know that where man ends, it is not the end on the path of the Spirit. 30. And you ask, Master, then is it possible that what is essence behaves with what is matter? And I tell you, yes, my children, because the Father who is omnipotent and omnipresent is in everything created to have life. 31. Always listen to the truth. It is like crystalline water that reveals everything at its bottom. Know me in your own inspiration. 32. Simple is my word, even when I speak of great revelations, because just as in a clear and understandable way I have explained how is the path that leads to true heaven, so I also tell you that with my word I will abolish in this time the hell that men through religions and erroneous interpretations have forged to inspire fear and put a bandage of ignorance on humanity. 33. My word is like a book. I have opened its pages before you to show you the simplicity of the hereafter. The times in which men complied in a religious way, forgetting the law, they will pass away, because that was to prevaricate. 34. I have not come to scare you. I have come to inspire in you love. 35. I have taught you that I do not punish you, that I only let you go to collect the fruits of your sowing, which if they are sweet, they will be your happiness and your salvation, and if they are bitter, they will awaken you to repentance and the desire to perfect yourselves. 36. To help you in your struggle, I have prepared a new day full of light and grace, so that you can recreate with my word, people of Israel. 37. From your childhood, in your youth, in your mature age and in old age, you have looked for me, you have come to me in different ages. I contemplate in the congregations that make up the people of Israel, from the newborn child to the old man. 38. The old man says to me, I am laid before you, O my father, and for a very short time I will enjoy your work, benefits and charity. And the father says to him, Elder, be with me, never again depart from me. Follow me today. And when your spirit reach the threshold of the spiritual valley, and be it in the new life, you will not have age. You will always be young and strong. You should not regret having come now that your body is tired and sick, to know the light of my doctrine. Look, I have called to the children, and within my work they have grown. And today that they are converted into men and women, they have moved away. They have grown tired of my word and have gone in search of new paths, forgetting my advice and my caresses. But I will attract you again, and in the final hour, all will be with me, because I am in all the planes in which the Spirit dwells. 39. When man strays from the path of good, for lack of prayer and good practices, he loses his moral strength, his spirituality, and is exposed to temptation. And in its weakness, it makes room for sins, and these make the heart. But I have come as a doctor to the bed of a patient, and I have put all my love and care in him. My light has been like crystalline water on his lips embraced by fever, and when he felt my balm on his forehead, he told me, Lord, only your charity can save me. I am seriously ill in the body, and death will come to me very soon. And I have said, you will not die, because I, who am life, have arrived, and all that you have lost will be returned to you. 40. Go to the fulfillment of your duties, and all the evil that you have done, turn it into good. I give you the strength to carry out this great work of regeneration, because I have a great mission for you. 41. Thus I meet you in the third era. I know your evil and your anguish, but you will all be saved, because in you are the principle of eternal life. 42. Prepare yourselves, so that by making yourselves worthy of me, you may present your heart to me as a clean vessel from within and from outside, in which I deposit my word, and with the light that I give you, you can analyze it. From each of my words, form phrases, and with them great books. I prepare your understanding, so that you speak to your brothers and calm the hunger of truth and justice that humanity feels. 43. Appreciate my work, so that you do not say about my departure, how great was the privilege I had, and I did not understand it. 44. I do not want you to be like the children who, having a kind and loving father by their side, despise him. And when he has closed his eyes to this world, and I make him occupy a place in the spiritual valley, among the favorite children for his virtue, then those cry for their lack of love and gratitude for that father, and late recognize the good they had and they did not know how to appreciate. 45. Work now that you have me with you, so that you can say to the world, the Lord is speaking and giving proof of his presence. Draw near to me those who seek me, for they will believe. Tomorrow you will have to prepare a lot to be able to convince your brothers. 46. At every moment hardships come to you that make you cry, and you say to me, Master, why do you test me, if you have promised peace? And I say to you, thanks to these trials the spirit remains alert. In the midst of tranquility, the light of your faith fades, and you stop on the path of struggle and improvement. If your body hurts, or the pain afflicts your hearts, be satisfied, because today you have recovered peace and health of spirit in my work. 47. The day will come when you, already prepared, go to humanity with your pupils open and your intuition developed, to penetrate with respect into the interior of hearts and discover their pain, their spiritual poverty, and with my teaching you can calm their need and encourage their spirit. 48. Whenever you put my word into practice, you will see wonders. She will never disappoint you. If you prepare properly, you will carry out your mission and my will. 49. I have given each room a specific mission. I have prepared some of them as a saving ark for all those in whom they have not found understanding in their brothers, for the development of their gifts, to others as a source of light, where I have poured out my wisdom. In others I have manifested myself as love, pouring out tenderness and charity. New venues will still emerge and new workers, for I am preparing the last. These will be like a staff to the first. Today are little toddlers, but they will become my disciples, and later they will be the teachers of the new generations. 50. To be recognized, you have to live in virtue, in compliance with all my precepts. In my work you are all equal, first and last. The latter have had to prepare in less time to be instructed in my teaching. 51. To the workers I say, prepare yourselves, so that the spiritual world manifests itself with perfection through your understanding, and the word that flows from your lips be pure and have spiritual essence. Don't let my inspiration as it passes through your understanding, it becomes cloudy. If your responsibility is very great, your reward will also be great. The joy and peace that you will enjoy when you have fulfilled, you have not sensed. Your gifts are of great value and they will lead you to true happiness. 52. Disincarnated spirits of different conditions approach the workers in search of charity, and when they have found the door of your heart closed and you have not given them comfort, your brain has been broken and left its influence of pain and concern among you. 53. Compliance awaits you. Be charitable. Azrael has been prepared to bring light and peace to needy spirits, and as long as you do not comply, you will feel a great cross of duties weigh on you, which will not leave you until you have worked. 54. I promise you my peace as a precious reward. 55. You are purifying in your thinking and ready to listen to me. I tirelessly present myself between you to repeat my divine manifestations, so that you get to destroy the doubt that could still exist in your heart. 56. I have manifested my presence and my essence so that no one can deny that I have been among this people. 57. This wisdom that I pour through the speaker has not been taken from books. It is not the collection of knowledge that man has been able to acquire through the ages. I am not making history to you as humanity does. 58. I come to manifest my light through a man equal to you, with knowledge similar to those you carry. And the only thing I am looking for is the clarity of understanding and the purity of the spirit of the one who is going to become in an instant an instrument and spokesperson of my divinity, as well as the preparation and spiritual recollection of those who are going to listen to me. When this union of thoughts and wills is realized, the light of my spirit comes to you, because in those moments your spirit has shed materialism and your heart understands the good. Because all of your being feels the need to get closer to the Father, convinced that you are not capable of realizing great actions without my help, whether spiritually or materially. 59. You came to me with a heart broken by doubts, because you had been searching for the truth for a long time without finding it and listening to my word. Suddenly you doubted. But then faith came and you wanted to know what exists apart from your body and material life. You wanted to understand those gifts, and you convinced yourself that when the body that you now possess becomes inert under the earth, your spirit will continue to live, because a voice tells you that you are not only matter. 60. And you ask yourself, what is the spirit? In what way does it live? How should we prepare it to penetrate the world in which he will dwell forever? What evolution should it achieve? And what relationship will it have with other spiritual beings and still with the same divinity? 61. All these questions you have asked yourself. Interest attracts you. That interest has later turned into a spiritual need, recognizing that what you have heard from the spokesperson has moved deeply your heart. 62. You have come without being forced by anyone. You have not been deceived either. It has not been ostentation or splendor which has dazzled you, since you have found these poor and humble places. Has been the light resplendent of my word. 63. Do not be sad when you remember that from the second era I told you, many are called and few the chosen ones, because in truth, it is not I who choose. I call everyone, and with me are those who love me and they want to follow me. If you who have been called want to be one of those who follow me, persevere. 64. My word and my revelations are for everyone. Some will come to understanding first, others later, but all will arrive. 65. The man, by the free will that he enjoys, is the one who voluntarily chooses the path you like, the one you understand, or the one that is easiest for you to follow. I make the call to everyone, but the one who is most prepared is the one who chooses the best path. Thus, he who comes to listen to my word and has been sensitive to the call and has trembled at hearing my lesson, you will find in him the truth he seeks and will no longer depart. These will be the ones who do not need the ostentation and greatness of the temples built by men, because they no longer inspire devotion or faith. They know those temples will be unnecessary when man has achieved spirituality. Your preparation will be a call to perfection, and it is my divinity who will approach him to purify him. So I will dwell in his heart and establish between him and my spirit true spiritual communion. 66. If for an instant you could totally detach yourself from your material part, your joy would be filled with spirit by feeling enveloped in the light of the hereafter. That light is what reaches you in a limited way through my divine ray. I limit myself to make you feel my presence, because being a universal force, creation, power, light and life, I could not come to you in all my power. 67. Just as you take from the sun that illuminates you only the rays necessary to live, I also tell you, yes, if you abuse that force, you will harm yourself because it is too big and strong for creatures like you. 68. The same happens with the spiritual. You have to take from my divinity the necessary part for your spirit, knowing that in that spark you receive you will have all the strength to feel the inspiration that moves the fibers of your heart, the light that gives you understanding, and understanding to fulfill your mission. In it you will find that harmony that must exist between God and man. 69. I speak to you like this to help you understand this manifestation, so that you elevate the spiritual part, and in your mind you receive inspiration from the hereafter, high counsel to teach you how to live. So you will understand that the smallest part of you is the matter that you have as a body. 70. I am like a sun, you are like a spark of it. You were created small so that you would grow by your merits, developing your gifts. You were pure in the beginning, purity that later you stained in trials and sin, because you were set on a path where you would rise by the effort of your will, so that in it you would make merits and raise a harvest. What effort would you have made to elevate yourself if you had always lived in the heights? What longing for could there be development in you if from the beginning you had been great? Of what merits could or would I have rewarded you if you had always been perfect? But you came to earth, and in it you found the opposite feeling to perfection, to good. You found the temptation that induces evil, the weakness of the flesh, the sneers of the world. There began the struggle of the spirit within the body whose nature was different from yours. The spirit, disoriented at first by the world and nature with which it was surrounded, fell into lethargy, letting matter grow and act according to its earthly conditions, with its material passions. 71. It was necessary for the spirit to come to earth to incarnate again, once after another, in different materials, some more perfect than others, some with a longer life than others, all of different inclinations. for the spirit to form a concept of itself, to acquire knowledge and elevation. Thus, step by step, the present time could come when he could not only understand, but even know his future in humanity and also the spiritual life that awaits you. Who gets to acquire extensive knowledge through his struggle? He will not need new subjects for his evolution, because he will be able to inhabit the spiritual abodes. In this way you will climb the scale of perfection step by step until you reach me. 72. If your destiny is so great and your spirit is similar to me, how can you fall into idolatry and do with your hands an image to adore me in it? Why don't you admire me better through this nature, since you do not know how to go to the spiritual, and you are inspired by the contemplation of its magnificence, in the life that sprouts and pulses with each step you take, in the number of beauties and wonders with which I have adorned your abode, in the firmament where thousands of worlds unknown to you shine and which speak to you of life, of law and of obedience, so that you may form your prayer of love, your thanksgiving and your confession. 73. This is your time, O spirits. Wake up, get up, come to me. My peace be with you.